Welcome back, everyone. Now we're going to be exploring our most exciting feature, which is intent. With intent, you're able to find out who your website visitors are, what they're looking for, and what pages did they visit when they landed on your pages. So let's have a further look. If you go to your Voogy platform and click on the marketing tab, here at the first option, intent, it's going to appear a screen similar to this. And this is pretty much the companies that landed on your website. And you can filter here the date range. So either today, yesterday, last 7 days, last 14 days, and last month. So let's have a look on our visits on the last 14 days. Here you can see by the name of the company, the domain, in case you want to check their website and find out more information, the number of pages that they saw on your website, and the number of visitors, because sometimes more than one contact within the same company might access your website. And here the period within those visits happened. So there are a few options here. You can either find out more information about the companies that are displayed, or save these contacts in order to engage with them. So let's suppose that you want to find out more about TE data, for example. So just click on the name of the company, and here if you click on the name of the company again, it's going to take you to a few details of what is that company. So there's an overview tab with the location, the phone number if it's available, the industry, the address, and the financials. So if that company has an estimated revenue, it's also going to appear here. The activities, which are the last emails exchanged with someone within that company. So if any one of your sales team ever messaged any of the contacts from TE data, it's going to appear here as a summary of emails exchanged. Prospects, which are the contacts within that company. You can see here their names, their job titles, their phones, if it's available, their emails, and the sales rep responsible for that contact. Technographics, which is super useful if you want to try to find which softwares that company is currently using. So if you are from the SaaS industry, for example, this can be super useful because you might know whether they are using a service from your competitor or they're not using a service that you are selling at all. Okay, and the departments, of course, from each one of the employees from that company, and the date of creation, the date of when you added those contacts to your Voogy platform. So let's go back to intent. Let's say that you want to engage and retarget one of these companies that went to your website. So let's take Signverse, for example. Here you can see the actions that Signverse took on your website. So you can see the date of their first visit, the number of visits in this case there's just one, and the sections, which pages from your website that contact saw, and the exact time. So by this you can see what is their user journey, what pages did they see, and what they're interested in. So this one, for example, landed firstly on our homepage, and then they went to the outer prospector, and then finished on technographics. So if this demonstrates that the person has some intent or interest in buying your product or service, you might want to get in contact with them. So if you click here on click to find contacts, it's going to take you to our prospector tab, which is where you're going to be able to save the contacts within that company and retarget them if you wish. So here are all the contacts from Signverse. You can either manually select the ones that you want according to their job title and seniority level. Or if you want to save all the contacts, if it's a small company, for example, with only 5 employees and you want to target them all, you can click here on select all. And then you can click on save selected, so you can save them in bulk. Otherwise, if you're just interested in one particular type of employee, so for example, decision makers, and if you want to try to segment by job title or persona, which you already set up on the previous step, you just click here on the filtering options to refine your search. So let's suppose that you just want to target the Vice President Pete, for example. If you click on Pete and then click on Save Contact, Voogy is going to save Pete, and then you're going to be able to find him under the Contacts tab. So if you go back to Contacts, you're going to see him here as the most recent contact saved. And then you're free to either manually email Pete. You can create a custom email tailored to him and write a personalized message. So, hello, Pete. I saw that your company may be interested in our service. Would you like to book a demo? As much information you gathered, you can just write up on the email to demonstrate that you know who that contact is, that you know that they're interested, and you can offer exactly what they are looking for based on their user behavior when they landed on your website. If not, you can simply add Pete or whichever number of contacts you want to a playbook. If you already have an email automation set up, you can click here on Add to a Playbook and then select the email campaign that you previously created. So, for example, USA Vacation Intent Target. And then what happens here after you click on Add to a Playbook is that this contact here is going to be manually engaged by your email campaign automation. And that's how powerful intent is. You can easily retarget the people that visited your website, even though they didn't left any information behind. They didn't fill in a form or they didn't get in contact with you via email. Still, you're able to know who they are and you're able to introduce yourself in a much more friendly and closer approach because you know the information about them. It's much easier to convert that way. So that was the intent tool. Feel free to explore around, and if you have any questions, just shoot us through. We're more than happy to help. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.